निपुण भारत, निपुण भारत। निपुण भारत।
When you start challenging students, the students start loving challenges, then they will come and ask you to challenge them. Give us some new challenges, they will say. We were visitors to the school, yet the students asked us to challenge them. The school timing is from 1 to 4. The total number of students in the school is 41. We put up a challenge for these 41 students. Students who were from grade 1 to grade 4. We put up a challenge for them. The challenge was who would read the maximum number of books in these 2 holidays. Look at this phenomena. The school has only 41 students and runs only from 1 to 4. And the challenge was who would read the maximum number of books. The school was located in a small village. There was no library in the village. We challenged them and we returned home. On Monday, Mr. Shinde, the teacher of the school, started calling us. On receiving his phone call, he said he was very surprised and happy. He said the children had read many books. He asked us to guess how many books the student had read. And that too, students from the 1st grade to the 4th grade. Let me put this question to you. How many books do you think the student would have read? You will be surprised to know there were 9 or 10 students of the 3rd and 4th grade who had read all the books of 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th grade. Because that village does not have a library, students could only read the books that were available in school. So they had read all the textbooks, so the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th grade in 2 days. Friends, let me ask you this. Have we read even our own textbook that we teach? We teach the textbook for the whole year and still not are able to complete it. The students had finished all the textbooks. All these were the students of the 1st to 4th grade. Mr. Shinde said that was fine. With that, there was something else that had happened. There was a student from 3rd grade who I know for sure could not read. Even he was raising his hand and was saying that he had read 2 books. Now Mr. Shinde was not understanding what the student was saying. What do you feel this student would have done? Was the student lying? Definitely not. But he was claiming that he had read though he could not read. Then what did you do? Accepted this challenge of reading and he challenged himself. He tried his best to read whatever he could. Might be he had seen all the pictures in the textbook, so he was saying he had read the books. This is how challenges work. Can you ask a student who cannot read to go home and read? But when you put up challenges, then the students challenge themselves. They use all their energy to solve the challenge. When children start doing this, they will learn much faster. Right now, the children feel the work of learning is not their own because they feel that the teachers are paid salaries to teach them, and so the teachers came here to teach us. If you really have good relations with your students and ask them what do they feel about education, they will tell you that the teachers have no other work and so they come and teach in our schools. Why does this happen? It happens because the students do not feel that it is their responsibility to learn. They feel it is responsibility of teachers. They feel doing homework is the work either of teachers or the parents. They do not feel it as their work. When will they feel it as their work? They will feel so when the work is put up in form of challenges. So challenge display a very, very important part in our education system. But in our system, we have not used the syllabus or the textbook as challenges. We need to understand this. When we started on challenges like this, then the children started accepting and reading a lot of books. The teachers asked, will only reading books solve the problem? We also said that only reading books will not solve the problem. So what more can be done? Let us change the challenges and their forms. See how the challenges of Marathi or mathematics have been developed. Teachers said, let us try something more. The challenges started getting better. One of the teachers asked the students that he was supposed to complete lesson number 11 the next day. So you put up challenge for the student on that day. The challenge was who could create the maximum number of questions for lesson number 11. Till now, we were asking students to solve exercises, and that too after teaching the whole textbook. But there is the reverse happening. Once the students were challenged on who can read the maximum number of books, now the challenge has changed to how many questions can be created on a particular lesson. The students started working on this challenge even before reaching home. They started immediately after they got this challenge. The reason was everyone wanted to have maximum number of questions. And the journey to create the maximum number of questions for lesson 11 started. The teacher did not tell how to create questions. Students sought these themselves and discussed among themselves. When such challenges started being given, then on a single topic or a single lesson, the number of questions that were created were 150, 200, 250 and ahead. Now check this. If the students have created more than 350 questions for lesson number 11, then what is there remaining in the lesson number 11? Nothing will be left. Students have chewed on each and every part of the lesson. Because children created questions, they also learned the topic in the process. So much so that each line in that lesson had 3 or 4 questions. The students came up with many such questions. Then the teacher realized that now teaching the lesson had become quite easy. Most of the part has been learnt by the student themselves.